Isaac, can you see the screen, the PowerPoint that I just shared?
Yes, I can see it.
Sounds good. All right. Guys, is it better? Is it better, or can I turn? Should I go back? This one is better.
It looks good like that.
Okay. Yes. Um. Okay. So how about you guys? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Okay. One student nodded. You want me to increase my voice? Okay. All right. Rachel, can you hear me? Okay. Maybe I can take off my mask. But since this is the first lecture, and let me take off the mask later, like yeah, like a phased approach. Okay. I guess there is a. Okay. All right. Let's just start our first lecture. Guys, how are you? Are you really good? It feels like, how are you? Good. All right. So today, we're gonna cover the chapter 1, everyday engineering. Today, the outline of this lecture is I want to give you a brief information about this course, and I want to know who you are. Well, we will have a chance to meet individually. First chapter is everyday engineering. I want you to know the difference between the engineering versus engineering technology, and how to find a job, how to search a job, how to prepare the job interview. Could you raise your hand if you are in mechanical engineering, electrical, mechanical engineering technology? Excellent, excellent. Okay. So from this course, the purpose of this course, I want you to think like engineers. I think engineers should have a specialty. Okay. If you think about the medical doctor or juris doctors, they really get high paid. You know why? Because they have a specialty. They have a specialty. The medical doctor can do the surgery. Engineering people, they have to have their own specialties. How? You have to have some skills. Hello. So first, you have to learn some engineering ethics, programming skills. The programming skill that medical doctor and juris doctor they don't have, you have to have that skills. Also, some physics, mathematical skills, statistics, how to make presentations, how to write the work effectively. The whole concept we're gonna through this semester. My name is Jangwon Park. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Engineering. I got PhD from Pohang University of Science Technology in South Korea. My background is industrial engineering. After a few years of postdoctoral training in the University of Michigan, I came here, TAMU-CC, in fall 2016. I'm really happy to be here because, you know, when I first arrived to the United States, it was 2014, January. If you know the weather in Michigan in January, it's very cold, okay? Have you ever been to Michigan, guys? Raise your hand. Nobody? Oh, there's one student, a few students there. So when I arrived to the Corpus Christi airport, wow, this is great place. Oops. My office is in the engineering building, 320, Tuesday, Thursday from 9 to 12. If you have any questions, okay, let me go back here. Oh, no. I think there are some students who are unmuted. Let me mute here. Okay. Any questions, please email me. Okay. My email response in average 10 minutes. I can respond your email very quickly. But please remember that I'm teaching 82 students in this semester. So my response rate will be a little delay, but I will try to respond to your request as quickly as possible. My email address is here. You can do the face-to-face appointment. So please email me. We can meet in person in my office if you want. This is the textbook. This is the third edition. Some students ask me, "Oh, Dr. Park, is the third edition is okay with you?" Yeah, it's completely okay. The newest version is the fourth edition, based on my understanding, but there are not too much differences between third and fourth editions. So It's up to you. But this is a pretty great book. It covers a lot of details. Also, very useful information. So we're gonna cover this book. Okay. It'd be great if you can read the chapter before you came here. Today we're gonna cover chapter 1. Next week, chapter 2. So please review the chapter 2 before you came here. This is the schedule. First week, we're gonna cover the chapter 1. Next week, ethics, chapter 2. And then engineering communication. I want you to make individual presentations, which gonna be 5-minute speech. Okay. You can record your presentation and upload it on the Blackboard so I can evaluate your presentation. The word in green, estimation, universal units, those are related to the analysis skill. Like we are going to dealing with a lot of numbers, units, dimensions. Okay, those are important information you have to know. And we will also use some programming tools here. Have you ever used the Excel before, Microsoft Excel? Great, great. Thank you, guys. How about the MATLAB? Have you guys used the MATLAB? One student? Okay. After I give you a lecture about the MATLAB, the last chapter is the design and the teamwork. I want you to work remotely with your team to create a program. So one single program. I will give you assignment later at the end of semester. So after the chapter 7, we're going to have a midterm exam 1. After chapter 14, elementary statistics, we're going to have a midterm 2 and the final exam. Final exam will be cumulative exam. Okay? This is the grading systems. So since you are in the learning community, I will take the part learning from the learning community, which is a 5%. If you see the bottom, learning community. Homework, we will have a 3 or 4 homeworks throughout the whole semester. We will have a 3 quizzes throughout the semester. I will definitely let you know before the quiz. So 1 week before the quiz, so you have to prepare the quiz yourself. Lab has the biggest portion, 25%. We will have around 15 or 16 labs in this semester. 15% for each midterm 1 and midterm 2. There are 20% final exam. Now, you can see A, B, C, D. I will use relative and absolute grading system, both, whichever prefer for you. For example, if your ranking is in top 25, no matter what your score is, you would get A, okay? But no matter what your ranking is, your score is greater than 90, then you will get A. So for example, obviously this is a very extreme case. All of you are greater than 90, then you guys get A, okay? This is relative and absolute evaluation systems. So I will choose whichever prefer for your grade. How about that? You understand the concept, guys? Excellent. Okay. But if you're missing midterm or final exam more than 2 times, I cannot give you the grade. That's obvious. And also, I want to mention here that I usually take the attendance score, like a 5%. But in this case, I will not going to count the attendance. Okay? but the university want me to record your attendance. So have you checked the Blackboard announcement that I just mentioned this morning? Okay, let's go to the Blackboard just in case. If you go to the Blackboard, let me see, if you are in 061, 062, you can go to the announcement. Okay, so there is a link, okay? If you click the attendance management link, you can access to the Google Doc. Anyone in this classroom can access this link and go to your section ENGR 1211, 061, or 062, or you are in 071, 072, you can go here and find your name. And today is August 24th. Check your attendance. P stands for present. L stands for late. E stands for excused absence. And U is unexcused absence. This is a self-checking, okay? It's completely your self-checking. I will not gonna, name your first and last name. It's just a self-checking, okay? So please go to the this Google Doc every Monday and check your presence. I will not gonna count this for the grade, so don't worry. If I am not available to give you a lecture, like there is a conference or a seminar I should attend, but in this year, most of the conference has been canceled. But if that's the case, I will announce you there will be online lecture and the short keys will be followed. These two software we need, Excel and MATLAB. All the softwares are already installed in the engineering building 316B. But like I said, the engineering lab has limited capacity. So I want you to install Excel and MATLAB in your PC or desktop or laptop, MacBook, your computer, okay? I will upload the MATLAB installation instructions on the Blackboard today. You can download it without any payment because you have a Islander email address. So you can download it and install it free of charge, okay? Usually MATLAB is very expensive software, but as long as you're in TAMU-CC student, you can download it free. So today, this is the whole schedules throughout the whole semester. So you can see that the blue, green attendance. Do you know which team you are in? Everybody knows? Okay, so please raise your hand if you are in blue team. Okay. How about the green team? Maybe the rest of you are in the green. Okay, thank you. So today, no, this week. We have a lab for the 061, 062. You guys have a lab on Tuesday, right? On Tuesday. 071, 072, you guys have a lab on Thursday. So if you are in blue, please come either Tuesday or Thursday, depending on your sections. Next week, the green team will attend. Also, I will create a WebEx link so you guys Please join the remotely if you can. Okay. Do you know CASA? Do you know what is the CASA, guys? CASA is right next to our engineering building. They will provide a lot of services for you guys. Not just tutoring, but also give you a lot of mentoring. If you have any difficulty to solve the math, physics, chemistry issues, please contact them. I think they will do the service this semester, but I think it's on appointment based, I guess. But before you contact them, just email me. Okay, let's interact. Okay, safety is always first. Let me take. There are some questions. Do we attend a WebEx on a lab day? That's not our color. Do we attend the WebEx day? Huang Wang has a question. Do we attend a WebEx on a lab day? You can attend. Okay. Please check the Blackboard announcement frequently. You may need a calculator. Available calculator are here. I think one student asked me which calculator we should purchase. This is the list. Okay. If you already purchased your own calculator, that's completely okay. So you can use it. Okay, no problem. But this is the recommendations. Okay. All right. So today we have 3 learning goals. First, understand the engineering majors and then know differences between engineering versus engineering technology, and know how to search a job and prepare an interview. What is engineers, guys? Oops, I cannot see you guys. Okay. All right. Anyway, what is engineers? Any answers? Any opinions? Have you ever watched the movie The Iron Man? This is my favorite movie. It was launched in 2008, which is 12 years ago. If you remember the movie, well, the Iron Man, he was kidnapped. Sorry, guys. He was kidnapped, and he wanted to escape the cave by building the first version of Iron Man suit. And then he escaped, right? So this is the perfect example what engineers do. Okay. engineers always solve the problems. There is a problem, and you can make a solutions. This is the problem, and this is the solutions. But you have to understand that, oh, you can make a lot of different version of the solutions. You can keep advancing the solutions. That's fine. But you have to know that there is a limited resources. What is limited resources? What is the resources, guys? Yes. Okay, battery. Okay. What else, guys? Time. How about the time? Time is a resource. It's a limited resource. You don't have enough, unlimited time, right? Time is limited. How about funding? Funding is also limited. Material. Okay. So if you see these images, the Iron Man holding the hammer, right? And create the Iron Man in the cave because he doesn't have a lot of fancy tools. So just using just a tool to create the Iron Man first version. Let me see. I think some students unmuted. Sorry, guys. I just tried to mute. Okay. Okay. So for example, if Toyota asked me to design a vehicle seat within 1 year, and they gave me $80,000 to accommodate all the population of the United States. So I had to make a drawing, solve the problems. If you see, what he first did is a drawing. Create the idea and make a drawing and make a final prototypes and running. Obviously, he didn't have a chance to test his prototype. But in your case, you have a lot of time, okay, to do the test before you launch your product. So let's see what mechanical engineering people do. They make a solution for the mechanical engineering problems. This is a short video about the summer camp. You may see Dr. He's an associate professor. This is a summer camp. Let's see the image. Can you hear me? Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I think when I plug out my microphone, then the sound was gone for the remotely joined student. I will upload this whole presentation on the WebEx on the Blackboard, so you will check later. You can hear the sound from the video. Okay. So I guess many of you are in mechanical engineering path. And this is the career path for the mechanical engineering student. The word highlighted in the red part is specifically for the mechanical engineering students, like defense, structure, robotics. We just saw the underwater robotics. Dr. has a specialty in designing and creating the robots. Actually, Dr. and I work together to design the socially assistive robots. If you look at these images, it looks like a small vacuum machines running around, autonomously running around the floor. It's a very similar one. This one just self running and capture the images for the isolated elderly people or the patients who are living in the house alone. They get some emotional or mental issues. It's possible. This machine, socially assistive robot, can capture their images and sharing their status on the social network like Facebook, so they can connect to the socials. This is a kind of a robot to help the people. Okay. My research assistant and I went to Tesla, a vendor in Corpus Christi. We had a great time there because we had an opportunity to ride around 100K vehicle. This is $100K US dollar vehicle. As you can see, there is a giant screen here. My research area is designing the vehicle interior more effectively. So we want to communicate with the vehicle. We want to interact with vehicle effectively. So do you guys know autonomous vehicle, right? When the vehicle driving autonomously, and all of the sudden the vehicle cannot control the wheel, like a heavy rain or heavy snow, whatever, you have to take over the control from the autonomous to the manual driving. Then how the vehicle inform you effectively within a few seconds? One of my research area is human machine interactions. I want to make a more better design to inform you effectively. Oh, here, autonomous shuttle. We have maybe a few shuttles. They are operating right now. Let me check. There is a shuttle. Not today. There is a raining outside, by the way. Okay. So mechanical engineering people create the interior outside the vehicle. This is the software that I created by funding from the Hyundai Motor Company. They want to evaluate the vehicle seat, whether their prototype is close enough to the original planned spec in terms of the dimension. Do you know the dimensions? Like a width and height, round, or this is the software that can evaluate the vehicle seats in terms of the dimension within 2 minutes, evaluate and create a report. But before this system, they did this kind of job manually. They measured the seat. Where is it? Okay, this is the seat, right? First, they scanned this seat. So they create a 3D model of this seat and measure the point and point to measure the distance, which would take around 4 hours. Because of this system, they save a lot of time. They paid around $60,000 for this project, which was a 1-year project. And it was a first industry project from Hyundai Motor Company in our campus. Electrical engineering, you guys need to solve the electrical engineering problems. This is the world's smallest PC computer. I think they're gonna use this computer for the medical applications or military missions. Can you guys understand that? What I mean? Okay. I think this image was captured in 2016. Nowadays, they have more smaller computers right now. Electrical engineering students, these are the career paths like sensors, cryptography, computing. Technology student, mechanical engineering technology student, I want you to know how to solve the practical problems. So here we have small tables to compare engineering and engineering technology. We called engineers, we called technicians for the engineering technology, doers. We said knowledge for the engineering. We said hands-on skill. And we said test or tasks for the mechanical engineering technology. We called design and development. Work in the broad area problem solving, work in more specific, sophisticated area. Do you guys know these guys? They are, I guess they are junior students right now. They already took my introduction to engineering courses, and they wanted to work with me as a research assistant. So I hired them and asked them to design a driving simulator. Okay. First, what they did is they drawing the. Always we start create the idea and make a drawing. This one, you guys, maybe you guys know how to drawing some product in CAD, right? They use this is what Fusion 360. Okay, and we went to Home Depot together and purchased some material and create a driving simulator. It's in the engineering lab right now. Do you know where is the engineering lab? No? There? Yes, yes. When you enter the university main campus, and there is a main road, and I think you will face the engineering lab. It's really hard to miss that building. Is there someone who are willing to apply the transport to the industrial engineering? Maybe not. If you are considering industrial engineering career, you have to remember one thing. that industrial engineering people find an optimal solutions. What is the optimal solutions, guys? So for example, this is the factory layout design. So how we can put the machine to create the more productivities, less defects, and the path should be clear enough. It should be very safe. So we have to consider a lot of variables, right? So industrial engineering people, you have to understand some statistics and optimizations, okay? Because we are dealing with the limited resources and we want to create a lot of money, right? So you have to use some techniques. Quality, checking the data quality. Also, you have to consider the workers' musculoskeletal disorders. Try to remove the fatigue. Honestly, civil engineering, I don't have a lot of information about the civil engineering, but one of my faculty colleague, Dr. Jina Zhang, is working in civil engineering. And you guys know that our university is very famous for the UAS, unmanned aircraft systems. So using the unmanned UAS, they can capture the field from the top view. We can see that which area has some issues because people cannot find this kind of issues. But the drone above the high ground, they can find easily. Okay, so they use this technology working with agriculture. That is one of the applications. Hua Jiang, he is associate professor in civil engineering, and his specialty is managing the water resources. The civil engineering people, they can manage the water resources. And there are a lot of. I heard from Hua that Hua told me that there are many. There are increasing job needs in Corpus Christi because Corpus Christi is getting bigger, is growing, and you may know that there is a big constructions. Is it Harbor Bridge? Yes, there are many needs for the civil engineering expertise. So this is the first lecture. I don't want to take you too much time here. I can continue this part during the lab sessions, but before I close the lecture, there is a homework. Homework number 1, my resume. It's okay if you already have your own resume, you can submit your one, but please consider to revise your resume with some updated information. It should be 1 page, not 2 page, not 3 page. It should be 1 page. Here, let me give you some examples. This is a sample. So here, what is this one? Richard resume. It should be his name, right? Name, contact information, and if you think about the reviewer's point, what they want to see at first, your background, and whether your skill is related to their job, right? But make sure it should be very concise. Don't even think about put the full sentences. They're not gonna read your full sentences. try to use the bullet points and highlight your skills very concisely. Use the Arial font, not use the Times New Roman font, okay? Use Arial font and show your skills and education background. This is a very well organized resume. I'm looking for this kind of a resume. Even though you don't have a lot of experience, that's completely okay. It's fine. But don't use the full sentence. Don't write your previous experience, okay? All right. So this is the homework. I want you to submit your homework through the Blackboard link. I will create the submission link. The due date is the next Monday, August 31st, before the noon. Okay? Any question? Otherwise, let's conclude our sessions. Thank you for coming, guys. See you either on Tuesday or Thursday. Yeah. 316. Yes. 316B, are you in the 071, 072? 072. Okay, so it's Thursday. And what color team are you in right now? Blue team. So this week you can come in physically, or you can join remotely. It's really up to you. But the this is open for the blue team this week. Physical. Yeah, next week for the green team can attend physically. Thank you. What's your name? White Power. Okay, nice meeting you. For the lab sessions, no, you don't need. Yeah, you can join the remotely. That's the reason why I sent out invitation. If you are in green, then you can attend remotely this week. But next week you can attend physically or virtually. It's up to you. If you are in green, you can join remotely, but you cannot attend the face-to-face lab. Yeah, because there is a limited seat. But next week, you can attend physically. Oops.